Hi everybody and welcome back to Let's Play Tokyo Xanadu EX Plus. So last part we dealt with the ice Eclipse which froze over the lake, and just after we'd done that, we're able to defeat that particular eclipse, finish off that particular eclipse. There was a massive earthquake, which affected all of us, all of the users of the special weapons, quite badly. So in this part, we're going to find out what the fuck's going on. And pretty much we've been told at this point that basically this is a dimensional earthquake. Basically, it has something to do with the world of the eclipses. So we're going to be finding. Sorry. So we're going to be finding out about that. So yeah, obviously this is something to be particularly worried about, I suppose, because of the fact that, you know, from that kind of dimension, from the Eclipse dimension, only wielders are supposed to be able to feel those particular quakes, as it were. You know, you're only supposed to. Only wielders are supposed to be able to sense stuff from that dimension. The fact that everybody kind of felt it means that something particularly big is coming at this point. So yeah, things are going particularly wrong at this point. So yeah, and apparently these quakes started to happen in the lead up to the event, which that happened 10 years ago, the giant Tokyo quake. So yeah, pretty much means at this point that it's incredibly likely that whatever caused the disaster 10 years ago is sort of raising its head and is starting to become come forth once again. So yeah, we're in a bit of trouble here. And this is the most amount of sorry, this is the most amount of detail that we got about what happened 10 years ago, because we basically just get it, like, you know, there was a disaster 10 years ago, whatever, blah blah blah. But here they say that basically it was a giant earthquake followed by like tornadoes and lightning, and all manner of shit went down. All of the members of the underground, including this Orden church group, had to get involved to try and protect as many people as possible and try and save as many people as possible. But still, thousands of people died on that day. So yes. So yeah, basically the incidents that we've just been dealing with recently with the elements going out of control are similar to the signs that preceded the Great Disaster 10 years ago. And now the Hollow Quake just basically proves that possibility even further. Sorry. So yeah, pretty much something is coming, which could cause a disaster similar to the one that absolutely leveled everything 10 years ago. So yes, we're in deep shit here, and we have to try and work out a way of stopping this thing before it becomes even worse. So yeah, basically we need information. We need information about where this thing is that is causing these quakes and causing the elements to go out of whack. We need to find out where this thing is, and we need to fucking kill it once and for all. So yeah, the thing which caused the Great Disaster had kin. or I guess children. Kind of similar to, as Ko says here, kind of similar to the familiars that the witch had a few chapters ago. So yeah, we have to find this motherfucker and kill it before it can cause any more problems. And of course, Mitsuki's grandfather makes an appearance because things are going to absolute shit. Everything's going wrong. So yeah, we're in a bit of trouble here. Zodiac have come to, and Nemesis as well, have come to the same conclusion, that basically the kin of this big kind of ancient greed, which caused the disaster 10 years ago, is within Morimiya, and so we have to try and find it and kill it before another disaster happens. So what are we going to do about it? Are we going to run away? Or are we going to do something about it? You can tell what's coming, can't you? Sorry about that. So yeah, despite us knowing that what we're going up against is something incredibly powerful that's going to be way stronger than anything we faced up to this point, we have to take it on, we have to defeat it in order to protect Morimiya and to stop another to stop another disaster like what happened 10 years ago. So yeah, that's what we gotta do. Yeah, Yuki, this isn't the last boss, buddy. we've got at least one more chapter after this one. Yeah, everyone is prepared to take on this giant menace and save Morimiya. Yeah, you don't have to say anything, buddy. We're going to be doing it anyway, whether you asked us to or not. So yeah. So time to put the nightmare of what happened 10 years ago to rest once and for all. So that's what we're going to be doing next. Trying to gather information so that we can find out where the fuck this thing is. And kill it once and for all. But first we're in class. Hi, buddy. Hi, Ryota. Hi, June. How are you? I was there. I didn't need to hear about it, buddy. A mass hallucination. Ah, yes, of course. The obvious mass hallucination kind of story. That was something that happened in Men in Black all the time. And yeah, after what happened yesterday, because basically when the quake happened, we saw that Shiori was shivering quite a bit and seemed to be pretty badly affected by it. So yeah, she's out today for some reason. Apparently she's ill. So yeah, Shiori's not coming to school today. She's out sick. I wonder if that's got something to do. I wonder if her being ill has anything to do with the Eclipse event which happened yesterday. Well, we'll find out later, I suppose. So yeah, Shiori's out for today. Oh yeah, it's still summer. They don't really talk about the seasons much in this game, actually, to be fair. It's just kind of all like single like weather. There isn't really distinct weather patterns for this game. But anyway. And apparently Mr. Gorou is out again as well. That's kind of weird how we saw someone who looked like Mr. Gorou in the Eclipse yesterday, and apparently he's out again. So, yeah. Seems a bit suspicious, doesn't it? Oh well. Lunch break comes. Time for having a little discussion about what to do next. I do have to say that the soundtrack is not as catchy as something like the Persona series, like Persona 5, Persona 4, but it's still a pretty good soundtrack. There's a lot of good stuff to bop your head to. I actually really like this track that's playing in the background right now. It's really good. So before here we are, the location of the kin isn't currently known. To target any signs of elements going haywire. So yeah, that means we need to have a look around the town and see if there are any eclipse see if there are any eclipse activities. All that left is steel and shadow. So we're going to have a look around and see if we can find anything which looks like one of those two elements going nuts. Also, there's what's going on with Mr. Gorou here. Where the fuck is he? And what the fuck's he been doing? Since we possibly saw him in the Eclipse yesterday. So there we go. We definitely saw him in the Eclipse at the park. So it seems as if Mr. Gorou is involved in this in some way. We're going to have to see what the fuck he's actually doing. He was definitely there, oh dear. And apparently he was there during eyewitness accounts said that they saw a guy matching his description for the ice, for the pipes ice and over, and for the wind. And for the wind attack in the sports shop. And what we've also found out, yeah, they give you a bit of an information dump here. We also find out that basically his entire work history in order to get himself into as a teacher here in Morimiya is completely fabricated. So we don't really know anything about him whatsoever. So yeah, we need to find some information about him as well to see how he's involved in all this shit. So yeah, we're going to head off to Mr. Gorou's apartment to see if we can find anything. And I think you can ask... So Ko and Rion are required, and you can ask one other person. I don't think it really matters who you choose at this point. I think it's just a case of, pick whoever you like. Really. But there you go. Time to head off. So yeah, at this point they're basically telling you, hey, you could go straight to Horaisho and continue the story, or if you need to pick up some shit on the way, you can head off and get some, recovery items, or, power yourself up, or whatever you need, really. But yeah, apparently Mr. Gorou spoke to Rion a few times. Basically, when she was out here doing her thing at the karaoke bar. Okay then, so yeah, we've got to head off. Alright. So this is where Mr. Gorou is. So yeah, progress the story by going in here, or you can just fuck off and, power yourself up first if you want to. Apparently no one's home, so Mr. Gorou isn't here at the very least. I like how quick Oscar is to break into somebody's apartment. Just like, yeah, fuck it. This is the right thing to do. We've got to do it. We've got to get it sorted. Oh, looks as if we're going to get some help. It's the guy from the Takahata group. Takahane, there you go. Sorry, I don't know where Takahata came from. The guy from the Takahane group. And of course, of course he knows Mitsuki's grandfather. So yeah, we're gonna get some help. And yeah, he especially wants to help if Mr Gorou was the one who put the fire on in their, who sent the fire into their headquarters, basically. Okay, why do you have a key for this apartment? And isn't that convenient? How convenient that the Yakuza owns the building that Mr Gorou is staying in. So yeah, a bit of good luck there. Yeah, so we kind of get the impression here that something that Mr Gorou has a bit more dangerous than he lets on. So anyway, we now have the key, so it's time to head in. My apologies. Time to head in and look in around his apartment and see if we can find any clues as to what the fuck's going on here. It's a pretty big apartment, to be fair, but my god, it looks bleak. Looks like some sort of fancy high-end prison. But anyway, there are 3 things that you need to investigate in order to continue the story. The first is the first place you want to look at is here. Is this what's the word? Fuck. Set of shells. What the fuck? Brain's not working. Anyway. Set distance point Q, no changes for awakening phase. So yeah, this seems pretty damning. So here's a map with 3 areas. 3 areas that are marked off. And I bet you can guess those 3 areas were places where we had an eclipse that we had to deal with. Next one is on the PC. Let's hack in. Yeah, so basically, he's a clever man. Completely reformatted the PC so we can't find fucking anything. That's a bit of a shame. And my god, it's a girl in a photo. So yeah, we're in a long distance relationship, but we've been together for a long time. So maybe I didn't lie about that. Soon find out, I guess. So yeah, this is a nice little bit of detail as well to someone else that we need to find out about. Basically, another layer of mystery on to put onto Mr Gorou. Let's see what the other members think. So yeah, now we've done that, it's time for us to head off and get together with the rest of the XRC and head around to Yuki's place to see what we can find out. Look at all his monitors. Thank God we got a tech wizard in the place. Why does it... Sorry, I've only just noticed that. Why does it have like a small keyboard and then a big keyboard on top of it? It's kind of weird. Why do you need multiple size keyboards? That's kind of weird. But anyway. and awakened phase things. So yeah, it seems as if at least Mr Gorou believes that this thing is actually real, which is why he's got this big elaborate plan set up, it seems. Yeah. That would be pretty dumb to write down the exact location. Yeah, this is actually pretty easy to work out. So point Q is how the distance is fixed and the circles on the map. And again, you select all the right answers here, and your intelligence goes up. Your intelligence stat goes up, which is pretty useful. So these are the three incidents where, the three areas where the incidents happened with the eclipses happened, with the attributes going out of whack. So basically what we need is, it's a triangle, so we need so point Q will be at the very center of the very center of the 3 points, which is here, Station Square. Yeah, the place in the center of all three locations, it's Station Square. So we can assume that basically the breed of the dusk, or whatever the fuck this thing is going to end up being, is right underneath Station Square. And I think once again at this point they give you the option of heading off to other areas to kind of head off to either buy some new equipment or to get some health restoring items and that kind of thing. So you don't have to go there. Sorry, you don't have to go there straight away. So yeah. So we're thinking that this thing's probably deep underground. So that means it's probably underneath. There's like an old unused subway system beneath Station Square. So that's likely where this thing is gonna fucking be. He's trying to track down the woman in the picture, so let's see what he can find out. Never call me that again. Futaba Ichinose died March 15th, 2005, age 18. So yeah, she died during the Great Disaster 10 years ago. So yeah, that's someone else linked to this, to the Tokyo disaster 10 years ago. Yeah, and wisdom is increased. Nice. So yeah, but that's it for this part. Join me next time for the next part of Tokyo Xanadu EX Plus, when we are going to be when we're going to be heading to Station Square, and we're going to be trying to find this last, trying to find this thing which is the cause for all of the quakes that have been happening recently. So yeah, see you next time.